A URL, or Uniform Resource Locator, is a website address, and it can tell you a lot about what you will find there. Today we're going to look at the top-level domains, the .com, .edu, or even .tv extension. These domains are not random. They have very specific meanings that can help you with a research paper. An organization called the ICANN regulates extensions. It is an American nonprofit created by the Department of Commerce to manage the global domain name system. Most of what we will talk about here is America related and are the domains you can acquire in America. Each country was assigned a two-letter code, and all those sites created legally in those countries use their code. For example, .uk for Britain or .lb for Lebanon. When you see the two-character extensions, they're country codes. Ending in a two-letter code does not mean anything in terms of usefulness or accuracy of a website. It only means it originated in that country. It may be an official government site or a dog blog. Each page has to be evaluated on its own merits. 3 domains are tightly regulated by the ICANN: .mil, .gov, and .edu. We are not going to talk about .mil today. If a website has one of these extensions, though, you can be certain it has met the necessary criterion to qualify. .gov extensions are available at every level of government, from city to federal, and includes things you might not think of right away, such as tribal. Material posted on these sites is official and can often be considered a primary source. .edu domains are set aside for accredited institutions of higher learning. Like with .gov, you can be sure you're getting accurate information from a .edu site. There is a .college domain that has been created to deal with unaccredited schools or schools outside the United States. Be sure you know which it is before you use information from the site. An unaccredited school is unaccredited for a reason. As you can see, there are a lot of uncontrolled domains. This image is only a drop in the bucket. Over the years, all sorts of special interest groups have applied to the ICANN for the creation of a domain name. Here is where we get into the challenging part of figuring out if you can use a site based on its domain. But in general, you can't. If it isn't a .gov or a .edu, it is uncontrolled, and that means anyone can pay for it and use it for any purpose. The extensions can give you an idea of what should be there, but not what is. .webcam, .photo, .museum, .travel all speak for themselves. .com and .biz were 2 of the originals and were meant for commercial purposes. These sites sell stuff. Remember, there is not likely to be anything you need for scholarly work on a site that sells stuff. LY and TV are the country codes for Libya and Tuvalu. These countries sell their extensions commercially. There is a lot of money to be made from people who want their web address to spell something like happily or beautifully. Tuvalu is so happy with their profits, they created a postage stamp to honor it. .tv is becoming very common for sites that offer television programming. Twitch.tv is the most commonly known. Montenegro's .me sees a lot of usage, as does Spain's .es. Remember, 2-digit codes are countries, and the sites will have to be evaluated for content. .org is meant for organizations. These can range from a local Girl Scout troop to the United Nations. It also includes museum and charitable organizations. .org falls in a weird middle ground. They're meant to be used by legitimate organizations and so should be good, but they can be commercially purchased, so any jerk with an agenda can use one for his own goals. The issuance of these extensions is not controlled, so the general guideline will be ignored by the ignorant and predators alike. In general, these pages are where you will find museums and other really great organizations that are not actual schools. But always check to see what kind of organization it is before using it. These sites are the most likely to be useful to you. These links are for sites that can check different aspects of a site for its validity. Link checkers check to see if there are broken links. A poor quality site will have many broken links. The ICANN record will provide all the business information used to register the site. This one deserves a word of caution. Sites that are created through another site, such as WordPress, do not show up with any data. It does not mean there's no record of the site, only that you're not searching with the right information. Link analysis sites tell you how many other sites link to the one you're on. Often, quality sites are linked to frequently by others. You can find other site checkers like these just by doing a search. As always, please contact the library if you have any questions. We're here for you.